Right, everybody, welcome along to the Legit Crypto Lounge, the place that brings together real projects with real people. Thanks a lot for joining us for today's AMA with the team behind the team from Wings Protocol. In terms of the program for the next hour, the team at Wings are going to take us through an overview of their project, delve into some of the details about the project, and at the end open up to a Q&A. So before we get into the detail of the project itself, it'd be great to understand more about the team behind the token. So if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves and giving us a bit of information about your background, area of expertise, and maybe any previous crypto experience you have.
Okay, so let's start. I'm Federico Forni. I'm the founder of Wings Protocol, and thank you so much for us that's here today. I'm 31. I'm from Italy, actually living in Thailand. My background is come from business. I'm inside cryptocurrency for a couple of years now, but my main skill set in the company and inspiration is due about how to run the company properly and how to manage it, not just about the crypto interest and knowledge that I acquired during the years that I've been into it. Our team is quite big. We don't have everybody here for sure, but as you can see from our website, we have a lot of people that have different skill set and different positions inside of it. We have Phil that is here today also, which is allowed to speak now. So,
thank you very much, Federico. Hi guys, my name is Phil. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Austria. In my everyday life, I work in HR, and I joined Wings Protocol back in October 2021. My role within the project is helping out Federico as much as possible. You guys can imagine it's a lot of stress to run such a big project, to coordinate people, to do deals and meetings, and I'm just there to support him in every way possible. Federico already mentioned our team is kind of big. We didn't take everybody with us, but to give you a small taste of the guys working for us, we have, for example, Mike here in the channel. Mike is doing our digital marketing. He is an ex-Google employee, and we have a game developer and a 3D designer and also VR game developer within our team. And now I want to give the word to David. David is our partner with his company Instancy, and he will tell us about marketing.
Thanks. Also, welcome from my side to everyone. I'm also seeing, quite a few participants in the chat. That's amazing. So about my person, my name is David Maximilian Lüth. I'm 23 years old. I also brought with me Benedict Ritschel. He's the COO of Instancy. And we are a marketing agency originally from Germany in Europe, but we have relocated ourselves quite a few months ago to Zurich in Switzerland. That's also where we are currently based. Also me personally, and we are quite a long time in the blockchain space already. I myself, since already 5 years in the blockchain space. Have already worked with a lot of projects. I would say more than 100 already, and helped them from the initial fundraising and business development processes up to their digital marketing campaigns, running influencer campaigns, shillings, digital ad campaigns, and any other kind of marketing services which a project needs to properly survive the market conditions like the beer and bull run. And I'm very glad to be here together with the Wings Protocol team, as we are already working on a couple of fronts together with the team. As you maybe know, the launch is also ahead. It will happen in a few days, as we just delayed it a little bit. Yeah, I think there will be, of course, many more things we could discuss, but for now, I would like to give the word over to Benedict to also introduce himself shortly.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, David. Yeah, so my name is Benedict. I'm 30 years old. I'm also originally from Germany, but I'm living since 2013 now in Switzerland. And yeah, I've worked the last couple of years in digital marketing agencies, in performance agencies, or yeah, creative agencies as a designer or conceptor, and also a developer for the last 4 years. And we are focusing, or we was focused on marketing campaigns for international and national brands, for example, Volvo, Porsche, McDonald's, or Nivea. And yeah, I'm now glad that I could help with our service, the Wings Protocol project, and yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it.
Perfect. Is that everybody from the team introduced?
Yeah, the people that are here actually, I think that introduced themselves, despite of Mike that being introduced by Phil. But yeah, we can keep going with utilities and function of our project description of itself even.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Would you like to start sharing your screen so you can take us through everything?
Say it again, bro. Sorry, I didn't get it. I should share what?
Would you like to start sharing your screen so you can take us through the website?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. During we speak, our mic in the chat would share everything in there, so I'm allowed to speak without to go through our folders. But so yeah, talk about the project we started. The whole project actually in the past May, so last year. We've been through version 1 of our project, which was Robinhood Protocol. We had the 2 tokens network, which we decided to unify in a single one. Due to different reasons, first of all, to a better market capitalization, and second of all, for better understanding of utilities for the community itself. We actually also expanded and erased people from our team due to the commitment and the passion that people should have to succeed in every project, and companies themselves. You know, people get fired, so the process is the same. If you're not committed enough or you don't work properly, you need to be erased from the team itself. But yeah, I'm very proud to present our team and our project back to the market. We had other features from the past one, so we started with staking, with marketplace, with gaming, so the concept never changed. We always been keen to being an aggregator company, so helping people to generate income, not just investors, but also project to expose themselves and present to our user base. What we have ready right now is the staking and exchange, which is the second addition of our project. Is very powerful actually feature, the swap. Let's focus a little bit on top of it. We gonna have the exchange with the referral system. This means that if you connect your wallet on platform, you will be able to refer and invite people over there, and you're gonna enjoy 0.2% commission fee over their volume, you know, and directly in your wallet. A second feature that we're trying to develop right now, which is kind of even new for almost everybody, we started to develop a couple of days ago. We try to make a platform to the people to connect their wallet and sell the dust that's inside of it. So this is another exchange feature of ours. It's still in the process, but we will try to make it as fast as possible, because it can be very good connected with the referral system itself. But yeah, I will give it 1 week before to full exposure and promote it properly as well with our team from Instancy as well. Other than that, the staking is ready. We choose to have a good API. I mean, at least attractive for the people without ruin our supply to risky to be drained in a quick time frame. Other than that, we have a marketplace, we have games. We touch a lot of utilities. Maybe Fields and the rest of the team will be able to speak more about that as well in the time. But there is so much to speak that I have to touch every single aspect of it. Due the limit time, I cannot do it. in a full way, but I'm trying to be concise as fast and as fast as I can. So the staking is ready. What will be ready also that we focus on is our Launchpad, which is one of the most powerful utilities in the market. The difference is from project to project, because we see projects have the same utilities so far in the time, is the way that we're working on it. So considering the user base, the networking that you're building on, the way that you market it, and the project that actually you will be able to list on your platform. You know, you produce a Launchpad, and then for months you don't have any project interested in your user base on your own network. You know, so we tried, and luckily we started a while ago to build the relationships with people and companies and projects, and also hiring professional, which is the base to succeed in the market. We would be very arrogant to think about to do all by ourselves. So for us, it's very important to have professionals that work together with us. And so we decided to hire one of the best in the market. This is what we think about them, but also public opinion say the same, which is Instancy and David with this company. And yeah, let's start to focus a little bit on that, because I'm sure that some of you might want to know what they're capable of and what's their connection in the market. So David, your ground.
Absolutely. Thanks for handing over the word to me. Yeah, I think it's quite interesting, as I said, as I and also we in the agency have worked with a couple of projects so far. So in the current state, for example, we have worked with Refinance, for example, which is a leading DeFi protocol, started on the Polkadot chain or wanted to launch on it, but at a later stage they've developed their own blockchain and had a market cap of around 680 million at the highest top. And in addition to that, I've also helped Vodra as a decentralized donation platform as the CMO of the project, initially involved as a marketing manager to fundraise 1.7 million initially to build up as I said, decentralized donation platform. But these are just a few and small excerpts of the projects we've worked with so far. And what we are currently up to with the Wings protocol team, also related to the upcoming launch, of course, is to help them to develop unique functionalities, which are already starting, of course, after and with the staking, which is coming with the Launchpad, which is also interesting because on the Launchpad there are, of course, many Launchpads out in the market. But what differences the Launchpad of Wings protocol compared to others will be that we are helping them to onboard high quality projects in a minor way. So less projects, but with a high quality. So we are doing that through KYC processes of the founding teams of the project. We will execute due diligence processes to maintain that the development and marketing side of the projects is performing well, and that they are legitimate to launch on the Wings protocol chain, as of course the community is the most important part of the project. And of course we also want to protect our investors on the platform. So we are doing everything what's possible to maintain that the projects which are applying and getting the possibility to launch through our Launchpad, for example, meeting all of the necessary requirements. In addition to that, we are also working on the marketplace, the NFT marketplace, which is also planned to launch, I would say, over the next few weeks or just a few months. Of course, the team is working very hard on that, but there's no finalized date for the launch yet confirmed. So we will publish that as soon as it's ready. But also for the Launchpad, we are not just focusing on classic NFT arts. We are also trying to get some unique NFT providers and projects onto the platform through strategic partnerships, which will of course help to expand and grow, contribute to the growth of the platform. But in addition to that, also help to spread the word about Wings as a 360-degree platform around the world. And these are just a few starts. In addition to that, we are also currently in talks with several exchanges, of course, for the token listing, which is initially happening on PancakeSwap as a decentralized exchange. But after that, on parallel to also launch the token after we have concluded all of the due diligence processes together with the tier 1 and tier 2 exchanges, getting listed one of the major exchanges, to also give the community the best possibility to buy the Wings protocol token, as we are mainly focusing on high quality rather than just going with several small exchanges.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you so much, David. Yeah, as he says, quality is very important for us, and this is what makes the difference in this market. You know, so not just have utilities with proprietary features, as can be the referral for our exchange, the claiming function for the free supply that we have in our launchpad, and more on for the marketplace, which is not just a place where you list your own NFTs, so each project have their own and sell just those, but we need the space to give visibility to people and not just have our own things on top of it, but exposure and the possibilities are really a lot, and we want to give all the space to also private, but between private and public project, there is so many people that want to have visibility and they don't know how to get it, so we are keen to provide them this help that they need. So yeah, we will try to first of all, like, be very not picky but selective in a matter of way of safety, not just about the project in the launchpad and the idols and the private funds raising that we're gonna host in there, but also about to propose a legit project for NFTs, which is also in that in this case scenario is not just about having collectibles, but have a project of NFTs that have utilities that know what they're doing. So the vetting process is always active, you know. So from the team members that we want to hire, no new, and for the project that we have to vet for the launch, but for anything that's gonna happen in our platform, we try to build a reputation and trustability in our user base. So the only way is to propose to them solid projects and safety, which also will bring revenue to project owners, because they're gonna trust our user base, because they don't need to sell projects. You know, a lot of launchpad have complaints because the user base always sell very fast, but it's up and why? Because they always propose projects that have no future, they're not sustainable. So to avoid this and to have a user base that is comparable with the most powerful, I don't make names to don't go to promote them, but you know, some very big names exchanges, and these are good because the user base trusts them and trust the process of giving them quality projects, which are not 100 every month, but they're like 3, 4, 5 a month, which is still very good, a very good amount if you think about the amount of profit that this project gonna give to you without even thinking that you're gonna lose money, because it's a sure investment so far. So this is what we want to bring to the people. But yeah, actually David touched pretty much a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, you can make us a question. Is for us much more easy to answer things over the time without have to pick a lot of topics that we have and we need to speak about. But yes, feel free to make us some question if you have some.
Yes, so thank you for that explanation and whistle-stop tour of all of your utilities and stuff. So when we're looking at the launchpad itself, you've mentioned that you're going for high-quality projects, but what constitutes a high-quality project for you?
What constitutes? So first of all, the vision and the capability of a team. So you don't vet just what the project want to do, but you vet the people mostly. You know, you need to have not just experience, but a kind of diligence and trustability in the space. We have to be vetted, because BSC pretty much is a limited number of users. We know a lot of them. We know where you can come from. We have specific people that can even find your party alliance if you are a US citizen. So far, I mean, I'm joking in general. They call us the FBI for some reason sometimes when we've had projects in our communities, but we try always to understand with who we are speaking with, you know, not just about what you're doing, because a lot of people, as I said, also just for my project itself, that have a competition that try to do the same things. A lot of people do the same stuff so far, but what makes the difference is the way that they're doing it. So first of all, we're gonna go through the process, the roadmap, the vision of it, and how they can be capable to do such jobs in the time. It's nothing sure, but the thing is that we're gonna spend a lot of time to vet projects. It's not just because we need to provide people project, we're gonna list them first. So vetting can be 1 week, 2 weeks, just to understand if they also do their own job without our support. In the time, we just have to see if they're capable to move their own hands inside the market without external support. This is also a very good way of vetting people. KSC, I believe that is good, but is overrated sometimes, for sure. If they have KSC, there is a little bit more trust in there, but the company that provides serious KSC, KSC, I don't know how to say this word, they provide a very good KSC, just a few, you know. You have to have a very good company that provide it to you, but there are so many that do fake KSC that is simple sending them a copy of your passport and you pass through, which is not convenient, because a lot of projects that have KSC been rugged so far in the time. We would like to see a lot of projects that have a legit company launching on our path. So register a company are always a very big plus, because we know that you're serious in what you do. And I mean, there is a lot of methods. Audits is also important for understanding if the code is good or not. But maybe David, you want to speak a little bit more about what is the vetting process if I missed something in this method.
Sure. Let me just check, because I haven't heard like the last sentences properly. I just heard vetting.
Yeah, I talk about vetting. I told that I have to have an audit to check the code, but so far I think that I mentioned everything. If I missed something about what you think that is very important, just explain that too. But I know there is a lot of methods to vet projects, so maybe you know more than me.
Absolutely. So as you then probably said, there are multiple ways, of course, to check if a project's legit. We could, of course, enforce and try to analyze the project's traffic and, of course, initial interest. We can also try to identify which kind of investors and what's also their usual investment type are investing into these projects, to identify if it's like a way how we would like to see the project in the future. In addition to that, of course, the volume of the projects also important to identify possibilities of strategic marketing campaigns. But I think most of the points, as I haven't heard all of them, I think most of the points must be already mentioned from your side. Otherwise, I would just add them at a later stage if there are any open questions, maybe from the community side already.
I don't know if Mark's got a follow-up question on that, but how far away are you from launching your Launchpad?
Launchpad should be ready in about 3 weeks or 4 maximum. We already started to produce it, so it's not so far in the time. We just have to be sure that the volume sustainment is great enough, and the algorithm calculation on top of it for the amount of tokens that you have to hold, and the separation of the supply that you have to get inside of the tiers have to be correct. So it's mostly testing. Coding is in Launchpad in tiers section is not that difficult, but the main thing is testing that everything is written properly so far in the time, which requires much more testing than coding at the end of the story. But yes, it's already in production. I think that the maximum 4 weeks is on the market. I think 3 better than 4.
Are you in talks with any potential IDOs or anything at the minute?
Yeah, we have a couple of people that reach out to us. Actually, the final conclusion of this topic, I mean, from my personal side, then David maybe have more from his customers as well. But we are in contact with the two projects that want to launch in the time. We started to vet them slightly because I have other things to think about right now. But we already have contact of people because they know us. We will not like the last people arriving in the market, so they rely on our name. They just want to see how it's gonna be the launch and everything. So not just about from our side, have no time, but let's set it up few more utilities and base for our project, and let us have the time to vet them. And then maybe David have in the future also other partnership and project that can list on us. So yeah, for sure, project that list on our pad as NFT project that list on our marketplace will never miss in our project. We have connection enough to do so.
Cool. And are you planning on offering your own in-house audits, or are you working with a partner to do audits?
We have a partnership with companies. We will provide a list for the project that want to list on us. I mean, I don't want to force them to select an audit that they don't want. I mean, we can offer Certic, we can offer Solid Proof, we can offer a lot of partnership that even David has, his own company. But yeah, we let people choose with who they want to audit. I'm not an auditor. I can run those, but my company for the audit is not so big to say, okay, your audit is good enough. I want to let the people choose the company they want to be audited for. So I'm not forcing nobody to be with me about that. So yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, so I'll just follow up. So when I was having a look at your white paper, am I right in thinking that you, as a holder of your token, once tokens come onto your platform, you're going to distribute 5% of the total supply to token holders?
I think that you're looking for the launch part where you get free tokens of the supply of the projects, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask. Would it be a free allocation?
Yeah, it's a free allocation. This is one of the features I was expressing at the beginning, something different that people don't find in other platforms. So in the side of the launch, but as we are here for the people and help everybody to be wealthy at some point of their life, but we know that people have different needings and possibilities sometimes. So just the fact that you invest in our company is a plus, So we get you the price of it, getting you free allocation without need to buy the project that we list on our pad. I think that now it's written 5, but we have to review it. I don't know why it's still written 5, but it depends on the deal that we're gonna make with project and projects between 1% and 5. We also make project choose, which is the package that they want to be with us, and different marketing side and different services that we offer to them. But yeah, if you will invest in us, you will be also allocated a free portion of the supply the project is gonna give to us as needed. So yeah.
Okay, good, because it's a great selling point and a great way of getting people to hold your token and stuff. It's a proper nice little bonus. But I was just a bit conscious of the 5%, especially when projects are coming on board, giving away 5% of their supply.
Big. Yeah, it's huge, but 5% must be the biggest package of marketing that we can offer to them, So as advisors, as marketing company, we can provide to them all the service that they might need, and which this is have a cost from our side as well. So it's compensating the full support in the total is. We're gonna give most of it to our community, our user base. This will be used, as you said, properly as marketing, but not only is really a prize to invest in us because of this, probably also. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I understand that you're going to package this all of your utilities within an app. Oh, sorry. Did you want to talk, David?
Yeah. I just wanted to add one point to what Federico said. I think also one interesting or very important aspect is that if we are also helping a lot of projects to execute their marketing campaigns or to offer them strategic campaigns which could be run, it's also important that through that process we are, of course, also for the Wings protocol token itself, concluding a lot of new partnerships which will also help the entire ecosystem to grow further, because of course as we are launching new projects and helping them with their initial fundraising, marketing, and all of their efforts and their token launch, and if they are successful and will recommend the Wings protocol launchpad, that will also help with the mass adoption of our ecosystem to also help the Wings token as its own, and of course for the community as an incentive to hold the token further as a long-term oriented base, of course, to have a stable value of the token. And of course through the revenues which are getting generated, to maybe include a buyback function at a later stage, or as we are connecting then projects, for example, through exchanges, we can also arrange some agreements with them for commissions which could be used to further expand the team of Wings protocol, or to develop new functionalities into the platform.
Nice. Okay, good stuff. Can I understand the relationship between you two, InSyncC and Wings? Like, is this a partnership, a long-term partnership? How's it working?
Absolutely. Maybe Federico also want to say something after, but yeah, absolutely. So what we are doing usually is that we are exactly what Wings protocol also trying to do after the launch, and of course it's already planned. We are, as I said, and as we have already worked with a couple of projects, we also did mistakes in the past and saw problems which we use to further expand our team, our knowledge and everything. And now we've decided to be a kind of boutique agency which is very selective and only working with high quality and the best projects, or where we are seeing the biggest potential. And for that reason, of course, definitely we are looking into Wings protocol as a long-term client, to work with them over many months and helping them on all fronts, not only the marketing part, also the business development side, developing and expanding their platform into other regions, also geographically, as we are from Europe, and Federico, for example, is from Asia currently, or in Asia currently. So we are helping them also to tap into new markets, for example, the US or European market. And from my side, I could definitely say that we are just interested in a long-term collaboration. Usually we are not working with projects just for a few weeks or months. So after the launch, of course, we will be there for the project to also help onboarding projects onto the launchpad, partnering up with NFT projects for the marketplace, and all of the necessary needs to have a fully functional platform.
Since we are currently talking about business development, I just want to add a little thing that I think we forgot it today, actually. Federico is located in Thailand, and there is also our company located. We have a registered company in Thailand. And in the last 2 weeks, I think, our company got approved from Apple as well. And also we have the approval from Android for some months already, so we can upload our application to the Play Store and to the App Store soon as well.
It's nice. I don't think Apple's an easy process, is it?
Nah, it's not easy. We struggled a bit, but in the end we made it.
So just back on the partnership, InSyncC, how are you getting paid? Are you getting paid physically, or are you getting paid in tokens?
Cash. Cash, yeah. It is a company. They need to provide salary to their staff, so we pay them classically. We don't get them tokens. If they want to buy some, they can just ask us, but we pay them.
Okay,
We
good.
are
That's
pretty
good. That's good to
greedy
know.
with our tokens. We don't want them to get sold. We have hodling issues.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What the app then? When are you looking to launch that?
The app actually is currently ready on Android. We just needed to upgrade it. It's still in version 1 with Robinhood on top of it, but we're gonna upload all together the version in both Android and iOS. iOS was not ready before, and due to this company change and names and etc. upgrading of the application itself, we're gonna upload both. I think that should be done. I think Monday, because now is weekend, so I don't think that they upload things inside of iOS, especially because Android is much more easy. But yeah, I think that for Monday is there. The only thing that will be not there for Monday is the dApps process, which anyway for iOS doesn't work, as you might know. But yeah, for Android will be available the dApps as well, so you'll be able to navigate inside of our platform itself. So yeah, I think for Monday is there with the basic version 2, and we're gonna upgrade the version 3. I think that in 1 week should be done already. Also after that. But yeah, it's not really a rush to do the application. Our platform is currently working through the website. You can use actually your Trust Wallet to go through it and connect directly to it. So yeah, the application is just that cherry on top of the cake to say that we're powerful enough to present to the people a fully functional product, and also being allowed also to get also other payment providers, as can be Apple Pay or Google Pay, which David will be working on at the time. I think it's already speak about Moonpay, but it's a all big connection that a network can provide to connect the user base with themselves. So yeah, the application is there already. You just need to upgrade with version 2.
And will people be able to, like, did you just mention that people will be able to use their cards to like buy your token via the app and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, payment providers are pretty efficient, especially to target people that not really are crypto friendly yet, which is really something very powerful. So we will have it because it's needed for every good company.
Definitely. Dave, did you want to bring up something else?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think it was already mentioned, so no more point to add. Federico already added that after it was just related to Moonpay that I just wanted to add. Of course, as Moonpay is, and maybe you're not aware of that. So Moonpay is, from my perspective, one of the biggest and leading payment providers, on and off-ramp providers. And if we are concluding this kind of partnership, or to get onto this point to conclude a partnership with them, and we are currently in the process of evaluating everything together with their development team. But they've just concluded a fundraising round of 550 million in their Series A last year, and now have a valuation of 3.4 billion US dollars. So, of course, as you can imagine, a company with a valuation of more than 3.5 or nearly 3.5 billion. They also have a lot of due diligence processes, a lot of people where documents need to go through to just get onto these points to have the final discussions, conclude a deal with them. So it's not a process of just one day. It takes a couple of days up to weeks, but we are definitely doing our best to get feedbacks and responses from them as fast as possible.
Cool. Okay. And another thing that I noticed on the white paper was the news feature that you're going to be introducing. And there's mention of a partnership with news channels. So where are you up to with that?
Sorry. So the news section is just about to educate the people so far. is very easy to get news from the main media website, which we're in contact to from David's side, from ours as well. Is simply educate the people. You want the people that invest in your product, not just do it blindly. We really keen to explain to them and to make them understand what this world is made of. And you cannot do it just exploring what we offer to you, but a clear vision of the whole concept, the whole ecosystem is a better thing for our user base. This is at least my vision of it. I want to explain to people why cryptocurrency is so important for the future. And so I cannot get it done without a news section, which is not a utility. It's free to use. It's just an extra feature that our user base will get it. If it's not as explained.
Yeah, nice. And another thing that stood out was dividend payments. You're going to be looking to release those yearly as well. How are they going to be collected and distributed?
Sorry, I've been cut out a little bit. I didn't get to which is?
The dividend payments that you're looking to be giving out. Yeah. How's that collected and distributed?
So a lot of projects do rewards. As you might know, we do staking, so we don't need to do rewards. But we think that every time that we're gonna lock our liquidity, which would be for times period X, after we unlock, we're gonna distribute a small amount. It's not a lot because holders will be a lot, but a little bit back to the people that invest in us and believe in us is something that is fair for my vision as well. So just taking some money from the liquidity and reportion it out to the people of our community.
Cool. Have you got a target LP ratio?
Little bit is likely, it's just it's a little bit. It's nothing about to take it off things from the people, So we have revenue. We're gonna invest back money inside of our liquidity. It's not that we would stop to add those in there. Comes from buybacks, come from revenue from the chart that we have, comes from revenue from the swap that we have. Is money usually flow inside companies which we reinvest on top of it, and instead to give it rewards proportionally in this way. We refer that is a clear vision in which moment will happen this thing, and so we will move this way. But when we take it off something, is because we know that we put in there something extra without impact it in a way that the people would say, "Hey, what the fuck? Why you do this?" We try to be careful about each movement that we do, and I will never take liquidity out if I'm not allowed to do it in a way that doesn't impact nobody, but just price them in some way.
Okay, Phil, do you want to help out?
I think that's a really cool point to just say a few more words. We, as Wings Protocol, as the company, we're currently searching for more ways to get a certain kind of cash flow within the project. Most of the projects rely on buying and selling fees to have some income. And with our swap, for example, we are building the first income flows also from different kind of fees, from different kind of products. So we don't just rely only on buying and selling fees. Because I don't know if we already mentioned it, but with the referral system, you won't only get this 0.2% as referral benefit if you buy our token. No, you will get it for every token. And I think that's a really cool thing to market also.
Mm-hmm. And to add that, added to this, the total fee is 0.5, which means that 0.3 goes to the company, and this is the revenue that I was talking about before. Is money that we reinvest in our company to be improved, to do more marketing, to develop things overall, and pay salaries of our staff as well, which is no need that they sell their allocation. So yeah, we try to run a company in a proper way, which requires a lot of eyes everywhere, and especially get revenue out of the token's value out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I'm conscious of time, so I think we'll move on to the tokenomics and pre-sale structure. Obviously, you've already got a decent team now. So how's it been funded up to this point?
I'm sorry, again?
How have you funded everything up to this point?
Yeah, it was a kind of struggle, I have to be honest. I cannot say that from beginning all the people from the initial team are still here, actually just a couple. Wisher was the most committed at the beginning. Every company, everybody in the space that's working can get fired if it doesn't work properly. So in a time frame of like 8 months around, we changed a lot of people and we hired a lot of people. The point is that we started at the beginning, at least I started to build my team around myself, which there was a place where I was living in, trying to trust the people over there. But I understood that in the time that in the space itself has been Phil, has been David, has been a lot of people that are now in our team, being able to just contact people and get in contact with people, and understand the value of them. I don't need to have them really close to me. Which was actually some of the worst of the team so far. But yeah, the company built it in the long time frame to understand which are the people that are allowed to stay in. Some people left stealing some product of us. There is a lot of stories happening in the side, but yeah, I built the company and the teams in it for quite a while time now. But yeah. Phil, for example, was one team member that he came to us just offering himself as moderator. Then I understood that was one of the most valuable person out there, and so he got his contact. I knew a lot of people. I actually run an influencer company as co-member, so we have a lot of contact in the space. And you know somebody, yeah, we want to do this. Or talking for a couple of months, you understand which are the people that you have to work with, and you also understand the people that you have not worked with as well. Yes, the process is always pretty much the same. You understand who is valuable, who have the same vision, who have the same goals, and you bring together an idea. I cannot do this all by myself, so I started this practically by myself and try to have the ideas to make this running, and then collect the people to make the things working properly. But yeah, without them, I'm nobody, you know. So I'm very proud of all the people that I collected in the time. What was the second question?
No, I think you've answered the question. I understand that you've had a private sale already. How much was raised, and what was that used for? If you've used it all already.
Yeah, so we had and we're gonna have only this private sale, which is 5% of the supply, and collected 96 BNB. Will be not a pre-sale. We're gonna go for a fair launch as buying pressure is better. If for our case at least. I'm not also keen to go through another whitelist section. I hate those so far. I don't see BSC succeeding when happen having pre-sale too much big anyway. Not well managed so far. So yeah, fair launch would be. It's connected, and I still have a lot of those because most of our expenses was already paid. So we have a lot of funds also for the after launch marketing as well. We can develop other things. So I don't know yet what to do with this money because they're extra, but it's always something good to do with money when you have some, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely good to have some cash flow. That's for sure. You don't want to be wasting it all pre-launch and then not have anything left. Did you say it was 96 BNB that you raised, and is there a discount off launch price for that?
Yeah, its 1B rate is 55 million tokens, which is 10% cheaper than launch.
Okay.
Could I just jump in a second regarding the fair launch?
Yep.
Obviously, sometimes it goes a little bit wrong for the retail investor, and they end up buying the top of a big bot pump. So, what have you got plans in place of that, or are you just going to let everything do its thing?
So well, we have 400 BNB available to deploy in Liquidity. We will deploy at beginning 300, and slowly we put back another 100 just to make it slowly and help the chart and help the people. I cannot help the people in education and when to buy, buying a hat is just because you don't watch the chart properly, you don't know what you well know, but there is the first time for everybody. Maybe the second time you need a little bit time to learn how to, and which is the best entry point so far, but some people don't even care. I have friends that have a lot of money and they just buy as soon as liquidity is deployed, whatever is the market cap out of it, they just invest the people, so they know that in the gap of 1 year, 2 years, their money are much more than what they buy in, and doesn't matter what is matter of 1 week, 2 weeks, especially for a long time project. I mean, everybody have different methods. Some people don't care, some people don't know. We are here also to help them to understand what they have to do and when. For sure would be a voice chat open during the launch time to make the people aware of what is going on and when and why. But I have noted all the answers so far for everybody. So if you want to buy a hat because you don't watch the chart, or you're late because you think that is the entry point, I cannot help you. Is your vision out of it.
No, yeah. Do you have any anti-bot in place and anti-snipe or anything?
We have a blacklist function out of it for some blocks. I will not say how many.
Okay, and I did look through your contracts, and I saw the holders actually. Are they the private investors that you've already airdropped?
Private investor? No, I didn't. I dropped them yet, but it's a 5 minutes operation. Just didn't find the time yet to do it. If I don't do it today, it will be tomorrow, or anyway before launch for sure.
Who are the current holders, or have you got? Is it an old contract in your Telegram?
Actually, there is just a new contract. We already given the version 1 holders their supply as well.
Okay, that's what it is then. Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I'll let you carry on, bud. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Cool. Just while we're on launch, is it the 14th? Is that when you're planning on launching?
Yeah, that's correct. We didn't do it today just because market cap listing don't happen in weekend. So, yeah.
Okay, fine. Do you want to talk us through the tokenomics?
Yeah, absolutely. Buy is 7%, sell is 12%. Distribution is 30% is dedicated to the staking rewards. We have 20% treasury, 5% team, 3% private. 5% private, 3% advisors, and the rest is liquidity.
Okay. And looking at Black 7%, 3% of that is towards project funds. So what's that going towards?
Okay. So yeah, project funds. A lot of people want to define the direction for marketing, for development. There is not really a budget that you have to plan, especially when you pay things. So I wanted to call it project fund because this is what we pay for. Can be marketing, can be slightly development, can be some salary as well. Is what the money of the company does. What I have to separate is what is dedicated for the buybacks, for example, which is shown in there. But yeah, project funds usually are mainly marketing, development, and salaries.
Just on that point as well, on your tokenomics, it said a development one, it was set aside. Some of that will be used for a weekly burn.
No. I think, Phil, please remember me to check back this development wallet inside the white paper. We have to erase it. I think that is still from the version 1. Yeah, there is no development wallet as there is no marketing wallet as well.
What happened with version 1, by the way? Why did you?
Yeah, we did 10x. We had to launch the second token of our network, which we decided to don't, and to move on everything in this single token, a new version.
Cool. Sorry, Mark. Carry on.
Yeah, no worries. The team wallet, is that vested?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Over how long a period?
I'm gonna give them like a monthly token. Should be 25% TGA and the rest monthly.
Okay. And what's the 20% treasury? What's that all about?
Yeah, 20% treasury. I mean, you might know that for listing, you need supply, you need liquidity in general. So it's used for practically everything that we might need liquidity for. So yeah, it's just our treasury. I don't know how to define it that differently. Yeah.
Have you got stuff specifically that you're earmarking to use it towards for, like, you know, central exchanges, things like that? Is there anything specific?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Every time it depends on the market. These amounts change, but David can go through this topic better than me.
David,
Yeah,
we
you didn't
had a
get me, bro.
question regarding exchanges.
Yeah,
Which
exchanges and
exchanges?
liquidity for them. Maybe David didn't hear me speaking. You hear me now, David?
Seems to be having issues.
Yeah, sorry, the description is sometimes a little bit interrupted. Haven't heard you back.
Yeah, no, they've been asking about all this treasury and what is the listing for exchange, which is liquidity required. And I say to them that it can change during the trend of the market, but you know better than me how to speak about it, so I'll left you the ground.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. It's exactly as you've explained it. So there are multiple things which needs to be considered for general, not depending on like the tier. So if it's like a bigger or smaller exchange, it's like nearly the same for all of them. Of course, Gate.io, for example, is a little bit different to them, as they are not charging for listings, but they are charging for marketing campaigns, which are required. So that's a little bit different. But in general, of course, related to a downside movement or upside movement of the market, it's important to mention that the listing providers or exchanges are evaluating their prices on different aspects. And of course, we as a project need to ensure that we are meeting all of the requirements, as it's a lot of budget. We not only need to provide the listing fees as like one-time payment to get listed on the exchange, and also need to consider that, of course, an exchange got the possibility to remove a project if they would like to. So there are no contractual agreements, just in general with exchanges. So there's still the possibility to get removed at any time. In addition to that, we need to provide the liquidity to an exchange, which also needs to be evaluated, and is, of course, an important key factor which needs to be considered depending on the size of the exchange, as, of course, more liquidity will be needed for one of the biggest exchanges. And in addition to that, also important to properly market the launch on one of the big exchanges. Of course, in addition to the campaigns running together with the exchange partners, will be some cross-marketing promotions. So we have three core areas. One are the listing fees, which are depending on the market conditions. For example, KuCoin, if we are talking about them as an exchange, they've usually charged around 300,000 US dollar for the listing, not the liquidity, during the bull run last year. And now they're charging around 80 to 100,000. But of course, I'm expecting that the price will go up as soon as the Bitcoin will rise again to 60 or 70,000. So maybe next time we will have a listing price of 350,000 US dollar. But that will also give us the possibility, and that's quite a good advantage at the current state, that we have the possibility to already fix and contractually agree to a few exchange listings and execute some of them maybe at a later stage as the market is already growing again. And that will also give us the possibility to attract as many new holders also as we are approaching long-term holders for our tokens. So that will be the best way to also keep the trend and hype consistent and attract as much as possible long-term holders and increase the number of wallets, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice. Okay, good stuff. And while we've got you still, David, marketing plans post-launch, what have we got lined up?
Yeah,
Well,
also that, yeah, Federico, sorry, continue.
Actually, David is following very closely at the partnership aspect of our company and in contacts and providing content as well. Focusing and thinking about the marketing for sure. We will keep pushing through BSC space, but we cannot limit ourselves to it. So as we said before, maybe don't our Mike is very good with ADS through socials. Is a very good digital marketer. We're gonna through all the social between ADS on Twitter, ADS on Instagram, ADS on Facebook as well. We're really planning over it. We will don't stop talking in BSC space, but we will try to reach people that are not really crypto related yet. So an external outreach will be difficult. I mean, it's the most difficult part is to engage people that don't know crypto yet, but media articles are very efficient so far in the time we understood this. Usually people read news on internet and have a pop-up that's showing you something extra that is popping out in the market can be a good incentive to buy. But yeah, so far is we cannot stay in BSC. We will always speak with this user base, but this user base is also limited so far. So yeah, marketing plan is going through ATS, going through multiple time and keep contact with people and keep them updated if somebody didn't buy the ad. But when we finish to touch all the BSC space, there are all the social that we have to go through, so the Discords and etc. And then marketing come from ourselves, you know, as I was talking before, from our referral. Marketing is the share of the work, you know, and when you get paid directly for do so, not just increasing the price value of your tokens, but just because you invite people to use a platform which will make you get revenue over it, is something that I will do it because I get paid, you know. I know that some of my friends have a lot of money and I convince them to use this platform because first of all, I increase the price of my token, second of all, I get their volume in. So when you have a good company, the marketing comes alone because people are happy and people get money over it and they would speak about it, which is the best marketing because it's free as well. But yeah, we will do our part. We will be keen also to talk in conference, which David will be able to provide as well. I don't know what is the feeling to talk with 5,000 people in front of your face, but yeah, I'm glad that we're able to do so as well.
Oh, sorry. I thought, David, were you going in on there as well?
Yeah, I was thinking this also.
I think already the sentence was completed. Haven't saw then because the camera was freeze. But yeah, exactly as you said, of course, a conference is a very important part. And as you said, I can't already imagine how it would be as Federico will be on the main stage, for example, of the AIBC conference. Of course, this month won't be possible as according to our launch, but they are hosting the event in Dubai currently. But the next one will be in Malta and Toronto, so maybe there will be the possibility for Federico to already speak. And then, of course, to entrepreneurs from this scene, like investors, big other projects, and that will be like the main stage, which will help to execute more business related partnerships, which are of course the main importance to further expand the ecosystem. Of course, community is also really important, but first of all, we need to generate a higher value, which will then also keep the track of the community consistent, as they have products they could trust and believe in and share them around the world.
Yeah, to don't forget also the listings that may happen in the time, as this is also marketing. You get new user base, you get new volume. So yeah.
Maybe something else from the marketing side. We're currently evaluating ambassadors as well. We want to get a nice ambassador for our brand, maybe on YouTube. We are currently in the talk and we have some resources to spend on it.
Yeah, and also thinking about distribution, this is there is that 3% that is dedicated to advisors. So we're gonna have to touch some very big YouTuber marketer and an influencer, which costs a lot of money. So if they don't want to be paid, or they just prefer tokens, that way we have supply, because sometimes they require it, or it's $50,000 or 100,000, or it's 1-2% of the supply, which is sometimes is kind of fair, you know. When you have a visualization of each video, it's about 200-300,000 people that are all good because these influencers are powerful enough. You get back the supply that you're giving out, or the price that you're paying. But the biggest service in the market are very expensive, you know, as the listings can be, as many influencers also. But it's a little bit sketchy as well, the influencer war so far, especially due last month. I don't know why these people start to get shady, but yeah, we had bad experience in the past. We know some people that are good to contact, and we'll be picky also in selecting those.
Yeah, good, nice. It's nice to know you've got a full and thorough plan for marketing post-launch, and you're not just focusing on the general rule that people seem to be using of core groups and, you know, the just stuff that doesn't work, basically. So, you know, things like Reddit can be super cost effective and actually make a massive difference. We've seen with another token, just on Reddit, it blew up the token and stuff. So you don't need to be using these core groups and stuff for charge for not delivering a lot. Toby, did you have any other points you wanted to make or questions?
I did, but I've actually just forgotten, because I was listening quite intensely then. There was no. I think that's about it, to be honest with you. I just want to say that, you know, it's been a really solid AMA. Like, this is kind of what we built this group for like projects like this that know their stuff inside out, and they come in well prepared, and it's like really legitimate, you know what I mean, with some real utility. So yeah, really good work on that AMA, guys. I wish there was a few more people in here, but it's Friday night and they're probably out having a drink, but they can catch up, and you know, they'll get it on YouTube. So I definitely want a few more people to watch this one.
It's all right. We are businessmen, so we're doing business. We always are keen to talk with people every time of the week, doesn't matter what. So yeah, I'm sure that the people of your community are very valuable, because you try to present legit project to them, and somehow we came to the eyes of your community, and they will listen. What are your advice? So don't worry about what is the Friday night.
Yeah, but it's good work. Like, I really like it. Yeah, so that's it from me, really.
Okay, I think we'll open up to a Q&A then. If anybody else got any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. Did we have any from the Telegram chat, Toby?
No, mate, actually.
No. Okay, anybody feel free to unmute and ask a question.
Sometimes this is the fact when you speak too much. You cover everything. You cover everything, and people don't have nothing to ask. What they have to say, maybe we can conclude in this way. I'm trying to express to the people that teams are the best things that you can find in any project, you know, especially in BSC at the moment. It's not easy to find the people that knows what they're doing, and that have the capabilities and connections and stability to proceed in this kind of market, which is very unstable. I'm not sure if I will launch yet on BNB or BUSD pair. Probably I will be just brave and go with BNB, but we're gonna have the last meeting on Sunday to decide this matter at some point of the road. But yeah, investing teams, guys, not just thinking about us, but in general in your investment process. Try to go through in the vetting process of yourself, not just thinking about what the project is offering to you, because you can find the same things over and over sometimes. What makes a project special is proprietary features and the team itself, how much you list them talking with confidence and knowing what they're saying, you know. So this is what I promise to you, is about the same vetting process that we do with people. We do much more strictly with the project that comes to us in every way. And I suggest you to follow this example in your next investments. And if you are lazy to do, come with us and I present project to you. Okay.
Nice closing statement. I think Alimi, if you got a question that you wanted to ask.
Okay, look, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, we can.
My question is that I want to know the type of game engine you use in your projects.
Sorry.
Do you hear me? Do you get it? I mean,
let me turn you up a bit.
My question is about your gaming aspects. So I just want to know which type of game engine did you use in your projects?
Okay, yeah, so if you heard that, yeah, what kind of gaming engine? Yeah, in terms of the play to earn game.
In your project.
Yeah, one more time I confirm it. He's asking about games.
Yeah, so what game engine are you using?
We have actually one of our core members that is a game developer. He's not here with us today. If not, I would allow him to speak. I don't know enough, I have to be honest with you, to tell you what we're using. I don't want to say things that are not. So I cannot answer this question to you right now. Okay. But I suggest you, if you have this question, to just come over our chat. Our game developer will come to you and answer your question directly, okay?
Okay. And I want to know, how's your game related to crypto? How is the game related to crypto?
Oh, how is the game related to crypto?
Yeah.
Okay. Games actually are in the space at the moment as a play to earn games. You have also some free to play, but the major thing that we can offer related with crypto is about you play, you win, you earn, or you stake. Anyway, there are a lot of features that can be embedded inside of a game to let the people enjoy the coin value inside of it and the whole game itself as having fun with it. But yeah, usually are play to earn games, which is something that can be really related with crypto as well. So even without buying and spend a lot of money, you can just make money playing the game itself.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for your question. If nobody else has any other questions, I'll just ask the soon-to-be famous Legit Crypto Lounge finale question. So for us, the long-term success of the project can't be achieved without a clear vision from the team behind the project. So my final question to you is, at what point does this project become a success to you?
This project began to success the day I started it. And every day is a conquer. This is the question, or I'm just speaking randomly?
Yeah. No, you're good. It was a confident answer.
Yeah, I don't know how to behave different, when you know what you're doing and you have the ability to do something. Every day that I see things realized as I planned and achieve things and planning new things, there is so much things that we are able to do and we're currently doing, which is like astonishing, but yeah, I feel successful from the day I started this, but this is a life mentality. I don't know how to relate living in a different way. I don't know how to succeed in things if you don't know already that you already succeeded. It's just starting passive negative. I don't know how to say it. It's like you cannot do things without knowing you can do those.
Yeah,
if it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, nice. I really like what you've put together here. When I was like looking at the research and stuff, and obviously I like the look of your website and it's branded really nicely and stuff. But when I was looking at the detail, I wasn't 100% convinced by the features and stuff. But actually, now that you've come on and explained it, and I can see you guys and the team behind it, like you've got a proper team that's promoting this and stuff. That's what I really like about this. And each of your features, you are pinpointing to make them the best they can be. And you're not just ticking a box. We're creating a launch pad. We're doing staking. It's not just doing it for the sake of doing it. You're like actually trying to do it properly.
I'm trying to help the people most than run this crypto project itself. I think that we need some changes in the world. This is why we also make some charity. We give people free tokens. We have a very small price for minting. In general, the application is free to use. You don't need to have a base allocation to accede to the features. So we are here for everybody. And I hope the message is clear and loud. But thank you so much for your kind words, actually.
I noticed that actually on your website as well about the charity. You've got a couple of charities that you're going to be donating to as well, aren't you?
Yeah. It's you make charity. You just don't say that you make charity. You name the charity that you're gonna fundraise with. Another feature that maybe I just anticipated is the second company is a plastic recycling company, which we will fundraise. This will generate revenue, and 50% of the revenue that we're gonna generate with that, I will reinvest back in the liquidity of this project.
Nice, yeah, because we've established a charity wallet within our community as well, that we raise funds for and stuff, and try and find just causes. So we can maybe partner up with you guys as well, and look to and donate towards your charities as well.
Why not? Very kind from you. As doing good in this world is never enough. Is really underrated.
Absolutely.
I actually went to Thailand, and we did it was in Koh Lanta though, not Koh Phangan.
Yeah, very nice. I like it.
It was we went to the dog rescue place there. Took a couple of dogs for a walk. That was good, man. You're in Thailand now, aren't you?
Now I'm in Italy. My wife is Russian, so we have some issues with the visa, but we will come back to our business in Thailand as well in a couple of months. Just trying to be a little bit free. We've been stuck in there for a couple of years, so it was the moment to travel, to show our kid to our families. So we try to come back as soon as possible, but just because it's too much cold in Italy right now, I'm not used anymore to it. But
we know the feeling being from the UK. We get it worse than you.
Is it? Yeah, my sister lives there actually, but yeah, I'm not so fond of the cold.
No, neither way. Right, okay. I think.
Actually, may I ask a question? If not too late.
It is the last.
I was actually checking on your TG about the launchpad itself. The 3 tiers, the plus 70 million plus, and between 70 and 10. If I understood correctly, so there's a fair launch. You guys are adding like good amount of liquidity. If I understood, it was 300. I'm not sure if it was 300k liquidity or the 300k initial price. But my question is, could you guys give like a general idea for me, for example, to be a tier 1, 70 mil at launch price? How much would that cost me to be a tier?
Wow. I think that is not over like $500 or something if you buy right at launch. I don't want to shoot numbers. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, Phil, please.
It should be around 1.3 to 1.5 BNB.
Yeah.
For the tier 1, correct?
Yes, for the tier 1, it was 1 BNB for 50 million tokens in the private. This is around 10% less than launch price. So if you would come in like straight on launch, we're somewhere around this.
Yeah, just don't snipe, man. Just no snipe or you got blacklisted.
Yeah, good question, David. I appreciate that.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh, okay. My question is about your P2E game. Is it available on only desktop version, or will it also be available in both desktop and mobile version?
Well, this is the information I cannot release yet for sure. Mobile version is much more versatile in the time than just the desktop one. We will release information in the due time, during the time, but you have not to expect a game from our side, so made from us, before then 3 months. Depends marketing, depends everything. This is a project itself, so we have another token dedicated to it. Is another project we launched just under our ecosystem. is ours, but it's another thing. So don't expect it closely. But yeah, we're gonna go for sure looking for mobile version as well, which is much more user base friendly.
Thanks for the question, Francis.
Okay. Awesome. Very awesome.
If anyone's got any further questions, then feel free to jump in there, TG, and ask away, and then the guys can answer you. Mark, you want to wrap up, mate?
Thank you so much. Yep.
No, yeah. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate you guys joining us today. And good luck with launch. I'm sure I'll do well. I'm sure you'll do well long term as well. So good luck with everything.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you in the chat. Thank you everybody to being here, my team especially, and you guys that host us. So see you soon, and especially Monday. Don't miss our visit.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.